Happy solstice. The return of the light. Delicious, really delicious. We're light beings, you know. We're not just flesh and blood. In fact, the flesh and blood is made of light. Breathing with you on this fine day. When I was much younger and I first started to experiment with psychedelics, probably too young, I had a very strong message that if I wanted the trip to not be pure suffering or pure terror, I needed to get out of the way. And the words very strongly were no resistance. And those were real words of wisdom way back then, and they saved my ass in some way. Helped things just go easier, not just on that relatively short trip, but on the trip of life. And from time to time, I remember that message, and there's a lot of beautifully wise spiritual teachers who remind us that resistance, in a way, is it's a way of saying no to life, because life is now, and whatever is presenting itself in the now, if we resist it and say no to it, it hurts. It hurts inside, and it's scary. It just seems to be kind of a law of the universe that not saying no like in terms of boundaries or deciding you don't want to do something, but saying no to what is arising in the present moment. So I have an ongoing intention of no resistance. And in that YouTube called Tools and Resources, there's all these different methods, if you will, or ways to move out of the resistant state, because resistance equals suffering. And one of the reasons that I'm always such a champion of nature, as if I wasn't nature, is that appreciating nature, noticing nature, moving into that state that I talked about a couple of days ago, where we're recognizing all our relations and the forces that hold us, that's a non-resistant state right there. We're leaning into what is true right here and right now. And what I've also noticed is that when there's a gathering, particularly an earth-honoring gathering, there's a noticing of beyond judgments, a kind of allowing of other human beings just to be who they are, a deeper sense of belonging, and the resistance just flies away, and we notice that we're in a higher vibration, that we're just feeling a little bit more connected, a little bit more expanded. Yeah, so that's allowing ourselves to move out of that. The sense of separation is what is it's kind of the companion to resistance. So we sort of internally make this decision. I'd much rather have fun, connection, attention to my brothers and sisters than I would wanting to hang out in the resistant state. But finally, last but not least, we need to be accepting of the resistance. So resisting the resistance just, is more of the same. So it's okay. I'm in kind of a negative space right now, and that's okay. I know you know what I'm saying.